Hello leaders, it's Dr. Alicia Granholm of aliciagranholm.com, helping you thrive in your leadership and life. And in today's video, I'm going to share with you the 5 steps to overcoming a fear of success. So this will be a great video for you if you have a fear of success, or you're not sure if it's a fear of success or a fear of failure that's holding you back. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell to be notified every time I post a new video to help you thrive in your life and your leadership. Now, how many of us have gotten stuck in our lives or our leadership, including myself? Maybe we've had periods where we've been hesitant to start something new or use our gifts to their fullest potential, or start a new career, or apply for a new job, or ask for a raise, or write something new, or create something new because we've been afraid of the potential success from it. We've had a fear of success. And that's totally understandable. A lot of us have felt that way, potentially about one thing or another. In my coaching practice, I've had a number of clients tell me that they are afraid of starting something new or creating something new, whether it's in writing or art or in their business, because they're afraid of the potential success of it. Having experienced successes in my own life, I've learned to come at success with a different mindset and different beliefs about success. But before we get into the 5 steps of overcoming a fear of success, I did want to get into why facing this fear is so important to our life and our leadership, because this took me a little too long to figure out myself, and I'm hoping that I can help you with this. And let me know if you relate to this. If you're someone that struggles with a fear of success, hit the like button or comment below and let me know. So I believe that we were all created on purpose and for a purpose. And I believe that you and I have gifts and strengths and wisdom and knowledge and insight that not only benefit us, but can also benefit others. And I 100% believe that you add value to the world. 1, simply because you are you. And 2, because the uniquenesses that you have are a gift to everyone else around you. When it comes to a fear of success, one of the mindset shifts that I needed to make personally was realizing that it's actually a disservice to others not to share the knowledge and insights that I have that could help them with their life and their leadership. I do have a responsibility to share what I have with others. See, when I realized that it's not actually about me, rather about the people that I can help by leaning into my calling and into my purpose, success or not, then that changed everything for me. The reality is that we don't actually have control over what happens when we put ourselves out there. We might see minimal, moderate, or massive success, but we can't actually know that 100% before we put ourselves out there. While a lot of people want to tell us that we have complete control over our destinies and we can have whatever we want in life and we have complete control over the outcomes, we have control over doing our part, but the outcomes, we don't have control over those. We simply have control over showing up. So let me ask you, who could your talents benefit by you showing up? Or who might they not benefit if you choose not to, whether it's 1 person or 1,000,000? When it comes to overcoming the fears that are holding us back in life and in our leadership, we first have to know if it is a fear of failure or if it really is a fear of success. So step 1 is to ask yourself if it's a fear of succeeding or failing that you really think is holding you back. Are you more worried about if things fall apart or if they don't work out? Or are you more worried about if they do and what that potentially could mean for you? If you think it might be a fear of failure that's holding you back, then check out my video on how to overcome a fear of failure. I'll make sure to link it in the description below. Now, if it is a fear of success that is holding you back, then step 2 is to discover the root cause of it. Is it because you don't want the attention that success might bring to you? Or that you don't want the possibility of becoming wealthy? Or is it that you don't want the responsibility that might come with success? Or are you afraid of what people might think of you or what your parents might think of you? Are you afraid of who you might become, or maybe you don't want the glory of it all? Before overcoming a fear of success, we really need to name what we are actually afraid of about experiencing success. So get out a piece of paper and write down what some of your fears are around success. What specifically worries you or scares you when you think about achieving success? After you've named what some of your worries and fears are when you think about achieving success, then you want to ask why 5 times. Now, if you have been around me for a while, you know that this is one of my favorite questions to ask to really get down to the root cause of things. So, why are you worried about that? Well, why is that? Why might that be? Well, why? Well, why do you think that really is? For example, if it's the attention that could come to you by achieving success, is it because you're an introvert or it's not part of your family culture? And maybe you're afraid of all the expectations that might come with that. And you're afraid that maybe you're not going to be able to meet people's expectations. And then maybe it's really that, who does it say you are if you're unable to meet the expectations of others? So ask why 5 times and really take the time to get down to the root of what that fear is around achieving success. Then step number 3 is to ask, so what if? What if your biggest fear about achieving success would come true? What does that look like? Go down that rabbit hole and really play out the scenario in your mind of what would really happen if the biggest thing that you're worried about when it comes to achieving success comes true for you in your life. And then step 4 is to recall your past successes, because we have all experienced success in our life, because success is simply achieving a desired outcome. You had a goal and you met it. We all have them, from the simplest ones like achieving success in my life today by getting ready for the day and showing up here, to my bigger successes of completing my master's degrees and completing my Doctor of Strategic Leadership and being able to coach some incredible leaders and helping make a positive impact in their leadership and in their life. So what about you? What have been some successes in your life? Go ahead and write those down too. And then step 5 is to write down what exactly happened when you achieved success in the past. What happened when you met your goals and achieved your outcomes? Did anything change about you, about your life, or about those around you, for better or for worse? Go ahead and take the time to write those down too. See, maybe your fear of success is rooted in your actual lived out life experiences in the past and what has happened to you or those around you because of success that you have experienced. Or maybe it's a mindset shift that has to take place, just like mine did, because it was all in my imagination about what might potentially happen when I achieve success. Because here's what I don't want for you, that you continue to hold yourself back because of what might happen if you achieve success. Because remember, we don't have control over the outcomes. We only have control over what we do and how we show up in the world. No, I want others to benefit from you and the strengths and the gifts that you have and that you've developed, because I really believe that we are blessed to be a blessing, not to keep it all for ourselves. Now that you know the 5 steps that you can take to overcome your fear of success, what can you do to continue to invest in your personal development? Well, every week I post new leadership tips and insights, so go and make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified every time I upload a new video. And if you like this video, be sure to hit the like button, share it with your friends, and I'll see you next time.